Elementary Algebra, Final Assessment 3, Review, Questions 8 through 9, Outcome 3, Notation. The following instructions are given. Write the equation of a line that passes through the given point and is parallel to the given line. Write the equation in slope-intercept form and in the form of ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are integers and a is greater than 0. We're given the problem 2x minus 5y equals negative 8, and we're told that our line passes through the point negative 5, 9. Let's start with the line we're given and that we're told is parallel to our line. Any line that is parallel to our given line should share the same slope. But before we can determine the slope on this line, which is given to us in a standard form, we need to put it into the slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So we'll begin by first subtracting that 2x off both sides, so minus 2x. This will leave us with a negative 5y equals a negative 2x minus 8. Again, notice we did not combine the 2x and the 8. These are not like terms. Next, we want to move that negative 5 out. So we'll do this by dividing everything by a negative 5. This clears our negative 5 from the left-hand side. It leaves us with y equal to 2/5 x plus 8/5. Our line is parallel to this line, so our line shares the same slope, with the slope, or m, being equal to 2/5. The other piece of information that we're given is that our line runs through the point negative 5, 9. With a point and a slope, we can now use what is called the point-slope form, where we have y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. This is called the point-slope form. We'll plug in the values we're given. We know that our y sub 1 is going to be a 9 from the point given, equals our slope, or m, which we found to be 2/5, times an x minus our x sub 1, which given from our point is a negative 5. This negative 5 and minus sign then creates a plus 5. Now we can continue and solve for y. We'll do this first by simplifying. So we'll distribute our 2/5 through the parentheses. So this gives us a 2/5 x plus 2. Now I kind of skipped a step here. I have a 2 times a 5 to make a 10. 10 then divided by the 5 created the 2. On the other side, I'm going to carry down the y minus 9. My next step will be to clear that 9 from both sides. So I'll add a 9 to both sides. So plus 9 plus 9. So now, when I look at my problem, I've cleared the 9 from the left side, just leaving the y, carry down my equal sign, where I have a 2/5 x plus 11. Right, so now I've actually found part of the question from above. It says to write the equation in slope-intercept form. That's what I've done here. So my slope-intercept form is found to be y equals 2/5 x plus 11. There's part of my answer. Next, I need to find it in the standard form, which was the ax plus by equals c. So I'm going to take that slope-intercept form that I found, y equals 2/5 x plus b, and write it up here. I know that I want to get it in the form ax plus by equals c. So that means that my x over here needs to come over with my y on the other side. I can do that by subtracting it off both sides. So minus 2/5 x minus 2/5 x. So when I rewrite down here, I have a negative 2/5 x plus y equals, now my 2/5 on this side is cleared, it's been eliminated, equals 11. Now I'm not quite done because the instructions said that we were looking at a problem in standard form where a, b, and c are integers and a was greater than 0. So when I look at this, I have a 2/5 here, so I need to get this changed, but I also need to take care of this negative sign on the a because it makes my a less than 0 rather than greater than 0. I can do this by multiplying both sides of the equation by the lowest common denominator. Well, in this case, I only have one fraction present, so my lowest common denominator, or LCD, is going to be a 5, the same as the bottom or denominator's position of my fraction. So I'm going to multiply both sides of this equation by a negative 5. This negative will then clear the negative off the a position, but it'll also help, this 5 will then help me clear the fraction. A negative 5 times a negative 2 is going to make a positive 10 over 5x minus a negative 5 times y, so minus 5y, equals a negative 55. I'm almost there. I just need to come back and clean up this fraction. So I have a 5 dividing into a 10 to make a 2x minus 5y equals a negative 55. I now have my standard form, ax plus by equals c. And I have answered both parts of the question or instructions above, where I placed it in the, I've rewritten my equation to show it in the slope-intercept form and in the standard form. Question number 9 comes with the instructions. Write the equation of a line that passes through the given point and is perpendicular to the given line. Write the equation in slope-intercept form and in the form ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are integers and a is greater than 0. This is similar to our previous instructions. What's changed is now the line given is perpendicular to our line as opposed to parallel. When a line is perpendicular, or the given line is perpendicular to our given line, the slope for our line will be the reciprocal of the given line's slope in the opposite sign. So when we look at the one here, the slope here on this line is going to be equal to 1/3. Our slope should be its reciprocal in the opposite sign. So the reciprocal of this one would be equal to 3 over 1, or 3. And the opposite sign, this one's positive, would be negative. So our slope is going to be a negative 3. So again, now we have a point and a slope, and we can use the point-slope form to solve for our slope-intercept form and our standard form. So let's start with that point-slope formula. Y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. And we'll plug our values in. So y minus our y sub 1? Well, our y sub 1 is a negative 6, so a minus and a negative sign is going to make a plus 6. Our slope is a negative 3 times x minus our x sub 1. Our x sub 1, or x position, is a negative 5. A negative 5 and a minus sign make a positive, so we have a plus 5. So let's start simplifying. So this will stay the same, y plus 6, but we need to distribute this 3 through the parentheses to simplify. So a negative 3x minus 15. Next, we're going to move the 6 out by subtracting to leave the y on its own. So minus 6 minus 6. So when we come down, we're left with y on the left side because the 6 is cleared down to a 0. We have our negative 3x minus 21. So now we have our slope-intercept form. It's y equals a negative 3x minus 21. So we've answered one part of the question above. Next, we need to take this slope-intercept form and put it into the standard form. Standard form is the ax plus by equals c. So our problem we found to be y equals negative 3x minus 21. This is our slope-intercept form. And we're going to put it into the standard form above. That means that this negative 3x needs to come over and join the y on the left side. We'll do this by adding a 3x to both sides, so plus 3x. So we're left with 3x plus y equals, now this 3x has gone down to a 0, and it's just leaving us on the right side with a negative 21. Now we come back and we look at it. Our a, b, and c positions are integers, and our a position is greater than a 0, it's positive 3. So we're meeting all the requirements. So this time, we don't have to look for a number to distribute through. Our standard form is 3x plus y equals a negative 21.